Can you hear me?
Yep.
I think I need another earphone because I'm hearing this tapping noise in my ear. Are you hearing it?
No.
Okay. We're not recording on. Oh,
We definitely are.
Hola.
hola. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
How are you? What's goody?
We're back.
I know y'all. I know our faithful listeners are like, I mean, bitch, what? You filthy whores have not been recording. You haven't been posting. I mean, are you alive? I mean, it's been a lot going on. A whole lot going on. I got a whole rundown of why the fuck we have not been here to talk to you guys. Like, it's a whole. Let me spell it for you. So let's start in January.
Oh shit.
20. We gotta take it back to the beginning because 2020 has been trash off the rip. 2020, freaking Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and all of the teammates and coaches, for the most part, died in a helicopter crash. Then, the first, what was it? The first U.S. coronavirus was reported in the United States in January. Niggas weren't taking that shit seriously. We was like, oh, okay, that's cute, coronavirus. Then February rolls around, and then we have y'all president, the daggone, he was, what is it called? Acquitted of the fucking impeachment shit. Got through with that. Then also in February, Ahmaud Arbery gets shot in Georgia.
But we didn't find out about that until recently. But
he got shot in February.
Yeah, for sure.
Killed by these white men. Yeah. Then March rolls around and Italy shuts the fuck down and it's like, yeah, coronavirus is fucking us over. What else in March?
Then the we got shut down.
Yeah. US finally got hit eventually and was like, let's shut down. And then Breonna Taylor and the EMT was killed in her home. Then we roll into April. April comes, and the beginning of April, New York was ranked at the number 1 corona cases out of any country in the fucking world. Okay, so that's going on. Then in May, let's see, you have the fucking murder hornets that want to come and fuck us up and the bees up. Then you have Prince Harry and Meg the Stallion comes on over and joins us in the ghetto instead of being at Buckingham Palace. There was a transgender woman, Nina Pop gets killed. George Floyd got killed in May by the police in Minnesota. Yeah. And then June, we're in this ghetto ass June now. I missed something.
Don't forget, we almost went to a war at the beginning of the year. Everybody forgets about that because the year's been so trash. But we definitely was beefing with somebody, and it was talks about war.
Was it from was it Iran? I'm about to sound stupid. Was it Iran when they shot that missile over and hurt some soldiers or something? I don't know. Something was going on, but I remember that. Like it was
like the very beginning of the year, and I was just like, oh, this is so cute.
Like this is how we kicking off the year. And now we're in ghetto ass June, and we have niggas tired, protesting. Anywhere niggas can be found, niggas are protesting, not even in the United States. The NFL and their raggedy ass wants to come and apologize, but doesn't mention Colin Kaepernick in their apology. Drew Brees says, fuck you niggas, and then tries to apologize. Companies some are being fake and being canceled. Some are putting their money where their mouth is. What else we had the Blackout Tuesday. We had Mochella. We got the Million Mo March happening up in DC. We got Black Lives Matter Plaza. We got it written on streets. I think they did it in Raleigh and somewhere else. And nigga, we just tired. We're fucking exhausted, and we're doing all of this shit while homeschooling, working from home, and doing keto. So niggas, we got shit going on in our fucking lives, and I'm sorry that we had to take a little break for our mental health. But we are back now because apparently you guys needed us and you missed us. So hey, it's been a rough year. It's been a rough.
Child, listen. We didn't even put no goddamn disclaimer out, no note, like, hey y'all, we'll be back. It was just I know personally, I need the one of them damn days we missed. I didn't even remember it was record day. I had shit going on.
Look, a lot of these days have been rolling right on into each other, and I'm just like, I don't know. Like, it's just, for one part of it, I was just like, I felt like I was in a fog. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what's going on. All I can control is what's inside of my goddamn household and what's going on in here. But it's just, yeah, it's a lot, y'all. And I know you guys listening have stuff going on inside your lives, as well as all this stuff we're dealing with outside. And it's okay to be exhausted. It's okay to take a break. My own job was like, y'all should just schedule PTO times, and even you don't have to necessarily go somewhere, but just not to worry about work and not have to do anything. I said that's cute because I have kids, but all right. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, and I'm not drinking as much, so it's really a lot. Okay. How you been holding up, boo?
I don't know. Every day is totally different. Some days it's trash, and then other days it's like you would have thought yesterday was like 3 weeks ago. I don't know. I'm doing keto still. I have my little goals for the month. That's the main thing I'm focusing on. I mean, still working from home. My daughter's out of school now. My husband, he's still going to work every day, as normal. Things are opening back up, so I am going to get my hair done because, girl.
Look, ever since we have started these video podcasts, these visual podcasts, I got on a hat, y'all.
Yes, you have.
And I have had a hat most of this pandemic and this quarantine when I leave the house because I need my hair done. These roots are not attractive at all, and they really need to be handled. And therefore, yeah, a hat is what you'll get. And the glasses, I don't wear glasses all the time, but looking at phones and stuff and recording, like, I can't fucking see. But yeah, I don't know. Some days it's like blah, and you're in a fog. Other days I feel better, like motivated, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get some shit done. Like, it's not that bad. I feel paranoid to a certain extent because I don't know what to fucking believe. Like, I don't know what's like the stuff that's being put out and what's really the state of our country and everything. Like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. So I'm just like hyper extra about everything. Like, I don't want to go nowhere. I have been invited and I'm nervous. I want to go, but I don't. My kids, they're short. Like, I have my neighbors were saying, like, let my kids play with their kids. And I was just like, yeah, I see you guys playing with all the other kids in the neighborhood, though. You guys have masks. So, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I don't know. I'm not ready yet. Then it got me all worked up and I went from not believing in shit to extra hyper, like, super paranoid. And now niggas like, all right, y'all niggas gotta come outside sometime. Well, y'all niggas just hyped this and gassed us up for 3 months, and now y'all just like, get over it and let's be out here. Like,
right.
I don't know how to react, but I'm here, I'm alive, and I'm doing the best that I can. I don't know.
Well, we didn't plan this podcast. Like, usually we'll text each other and we'll be like, hey, do you want to talk about this week? I personally do not want to spend an hour talking about all the stuff that's been happening because it's been happening.
That's why I brushed through the whole year. Like,
okay.
I literally just did a whole wrap up of the year and just be like, that's why the fuck we need this.
We're on the
break,
same,
nigga. Yeah.
Good.
I don't want to be depressed and sad, and yeah.
I just want to make 2 little observations. Number 1, Dice have never seen Dice so angry, I guess. Like in the past when things have happened, like we'll have conversations about it, but as far as like posting on social media, that's not something that I've really seen you do.
Right.
But Mama's been posting every day. Like, pissed.
Mom is pissed. I'm tired. I'm sick and I'm tired.
Yeah. So I was just like, okay.
Like, it must be something really going on in the world. Because I was posting about political and social issues.
I honestly, when stuff started coming out about Ahmaud, I like was just like, okay, let me take a break because I already don't watch the news because of y'all president. I refuse until he gets out of office.
45, I cannot deal with that nigga.
But social media can turn into a news outlet real quick when it's some popping shit. Mm-hmm. But then it was like right after him, it was just like every fucking week.
It was like back to back to back. It was something new. I said that to B-Dub. I was like, yo, every week is something new. Like, and it jumps from topic to topic. It's like, you about to die. Hey, it's murder hornets. Hey, black people killing over here. Hey, guess what? Some cops killing these. Like, it was just craziness. And I was like, maybe it is the end of the fucking world because it is fucking bananas and we ain't had a piece of relief yet. Like, what the fuck? Where is the light at the end of the tunnel, honey? Because 2020 is garbage. And as much as we joke and we used to post the memes about how, like, oh, this year is trash, we trying to step into no, 2020, you have trumped every year of my fucking life so far. And we are just halfway through. Like, you are a fucking piece of work, 2020. You know that? So, yeah, definitely has me feeling a certain kind of way.
Well, the other thing I wanted to say about everything, I guess, so last weekend I went to a protest where I live, and it was, I think they said almost 1,000 people showed up, and so basically we started in this park and then we walked to the town center, and you know, they had cooperation with the city, so like streets were shut down, and it was very positive, very peaceful, loved it. There was one Asian dude though. Like people,
I've been hearing in the news that it's the others that's starting shit, and then we getting a fucking heat for it.
So there was one Asian dude who was standing on the side of the road talking shit, and then this black guy was about to beat his ass. Then he pulled out a knife. So we had to diffuse the situation, but this was like in the beginning of the march. And it's just like, y'all really, I just want others to realize that they also don't give a fuck about you. You're not white. It's crazy to me that you took time out of your day to go down to where you knew the protest would be to start some shit.
The fucking fool. Like, for fucking what?
For no reason. So that pissed me off because it's like, now, if we would have let dude beat your ass and then you would have like stabbed him or something, you would have been crying self-defense. It would have been all over the news that the protest was violent.
The whole time you was the fucking culprit in the start of all this shit to instigate the whole fucking thing. Like, stay your punk ass home. If you don't believe in what's being protested or marched about or spoken about, stay your punk ass home, turn the channel, or log the fuck off. Like, get the fuck out of here. I think that's why I've never been to any protests, because of the ignorance that could pop off. Also, in this time, it's no fucking way I'm about to be around thousands of motherfuckers and half of them niggas ain't got on no fucking mask. You can suck all of my ass. Like, I've been watching shit online and on TV about people protesting, and I see C's and C's of people and about 10% of them niggas with a fucking mask on. And I'm just like, next month, we're going to have another fucking spike because this is scary as fuck.
They said Texas numbers are already going crazy. I don't know if it's because of protests, but I know for the protests here, people had masks. And if you didn't have a mask, people are actually passing them out. That's the issue was that we were marching from like 2 miles, 2.5 miles.
Oh, so trying to walk 2 miles with that mask on, honey?
Lord, and it was hot. So I can even sit, I'm not even going to sit here and lie. That shit came off like intermittently. I was just like, all right, we're going to march.
Well,
and
it's like, hot.
Yeah. Right. So that was beautiful. I love to see that, you know, all 50 states have protested and 18 other countries. My only thing is, we have to keep this going. I'm already seeing shit kind of die down.
Fizzling out and shit.
And there's changes that are being made.
Yeah.
But we have to keep our foot on their necks.
Because if we let up, then they're like, all right, well, then they good. Like, I've been loving, like, the change. Like, some is kind of extreme. Like, Minneapolis was talking about dissolving their fucking police force or some shit. I was like, relax, you gotta chill. Right. But like, you know, I've been seeing changes and stuff. I've been seeing companies that normally wouldn't donate to Black anything publicly have been donating like a motherfucker. Stingy ass fucking Jordan came out his pocket like almost 100 million. It's about fucking time, my nigga, because that's a portion of what the fuck niggas have put in your pocket or your company, not necessarily his pocket, but your fucking company. So I was shocked to see that. I've been seeing a lot of white companies that was posting and doing stuff before niggas was getting like pushed back from not doing anything. Actually, like, you know, posting and saying that, like, just different things. Like Nickelodeon was on it early. They was like having like a blackout on their social media, on their like little app and stuff. So some of you companies shocked me in a good way. Other ones shocked me in a bad way. And I'm like, whoo, y'all niggas is out here for real. Chick-fil-A was like, look, nigga, you can post whatever the fuck you want to. Just don't post that you're also associated with us. And I was like, Polynesian sauce.
I know, right?
Like, what's going on? What are you talking about?
But Chick-fil-A they haven't been shit.
Super patriotic and super religious. So they are just like, we're going with our fucking leadership regardless of what it says. And we godly, but we don't like the niggers. No, I'm just like, they ain't say that, but like, they're giving off them vibes though.
That's that part. Personally, a lot of these companies can suck my dick because they haven't been standing with us. This shit is not new. It's every year we got a hashtag. Every year we got a protest. I like to see that it's affecting some people and they're finally seeing it. I like the laws that are being changed. Like in New York, it's now illegal to
do the neck.
Right.
The knee.
That's the type of change I want to see. But personally, it's not enough for you to put a fucking Black picture up on your fucking social media. I give no fucks. Nickelodeon blacking out their programming for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. You may not think it's a big deal, but they're missing advertisement. That's
I wanted to say them commercials and shit. That is a lot of time. Yeah.
I get my shoes from Just Fab. That Blackout Tuesday, you could not buy nothing. That's 24 hours of nothing.
That's a lot of sales with them big companies like that.
Yeah, so for me, it was like, you just posting something that's not enough.
You gotta put something behind that.
Show me that you
was
donated.
Only showing ebony videos, honey. Look.
Now I heard that was the rumor. When I went on there, I was like, well, these are still white people I see on the screen. I frequent that website.
I see you supporting the Black queens, okay? But yeah, it definitely has to be more. We need some action behind them blacked out little squares and a little statement that your lawyer or your legal team wrote for you, or your PR team, whatever team wrote it for you. So some companies are definitely stepping up to play. Others, I'm like, where you at?
Right. Somebody, remember I told you the conversation that I had with someone about the term Black versus colored and so on and so forth. He actually wanted to come on the show. I told him that I would talk to you about it.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what to say. I feel like he just be saying shit just to like get the people going.
Oh no, we don't need to get to going. But maybe it's a good time to get me going because I'm sober. So like maybe that is a good time to get me going because last whole episodes. I'm like, hold up though. I'm more mellow.
So I want to switch gears.
Yes, let's.
I was on Facebook and we were talking about some of the weirdest or outrageous conspiracies. And I know me and you have talked about some conspiracies, so I want to know what are some conspiracies you've heard of that you think are crazy or that you believe in?
Y'all gonna cancel me. It's okay. The whole 9/11 thing.
I mean, they're gonna cancel us then because
let me tell you something. I it was a part-time job that I was working at, and it was this guy. He was a retired military. He was about my age, or maybe like a couple years older than me. And he was I have never met any Black person in real life that has been more of a conspiracy theorist than he was. Like, and this nigga found facts from the dark web. No, not really, but like he was pulling receipts out the bottom of his shoe and was like, is this why, this why? And I was like, nigga, he's actually the one who, like, when 9/11 happened and stuff, and we was talking about it, he was off the rip, was like, something ain't sitting right with me, blah blah. He was just explaining stuff, and I was like, oh wow, but keep your voice down, because our job. So and then he put me on to Loose Change.
Yeah,
honey, that shit, I was like, I don't give a fuck what nobody. But yeah, that's one that is very controversial.
So let me butt in and just make it clear. At the end of the day, lives were lost.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Nobody's saying like, nobody's saying we don't believe lives were lost or that.
No, people definitely died. A lot of people definitely died in them plane crashes. So I'm not saying that like, oh, it's a hoax and them niggas is on the island with Tupac. Like, I'm definitely not saying that.
Right.
Like, innocent people's lives were killed. But what I'm saying is the story behind why it happened and how it happened is, I'm not buying the story that was put out there by our leadership. That's what I'm saying.
And I agree. So if we're gonna, I guess we're canceled, because that's how we're starting off this whole thing.
CP canceled.
We just got back and we getting canceled.
Grand opening, grand closing. Shoot, if they listen, they already know. They already know how we go anyway. Another conspiracy theory that I believe in. I believe that, I don't know if that would be a conspiracy theory. Okay. So I believe that Area 54 got some lit ass shit there that they're hiding. I don't know if it would be aliens. It might be. I'm not gonna be an arrogant bitch and say it's no such thing as
documentary where they said the fucking hallways or something.
It's like a whole fucking, like, it's like a whole nother airport underground, and like all these like high-tech communication systems, and it's like connecting different underground bases and shit. I fucking believe it. You know why I believe it? Because I think America would be it would be a shit show if we knew every fucking thing that our country had, knew, and did.
That's another thing that happened this year, though. This year, the government finally admitted that there are UFOs. They didn't say aliens, but they put out something that said, yeah, we've seen a number of videos of UFOs.
Right. I believe it. Like, I for real. Like,
these aliens not fucking with us. They think Earth is the ghetto of the universe.
Like,
they probably
ride by. They said the memes they was like, yeah, it's like, nah, y'all good. Y'all on some other shit this year. We'll be back if y'all still around. Y'all niggas is fucking up y'all whole little planet over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will be arrogant to think that it's not aliens, or that they don't have something in Area 54 that's like super litty. Like, first of all, we are trying to have our technology be like the latest of the latest, and we need somewhere to make that shit and test that shit. So I'm sure the motherfuckers then got a broke down spaceship and recrafted that shit, and we in this bitch flying spaceships. It wouldn't fucking I wouldn't put it past me. That's too off the top of my head. What about you?
So real quick, because I'm gonna say 4, but there's a anyhow. Let me just. I believe in Atlantis. I believe in the Bermuda Triangle and how that whole thing is weird.
Yes, that shit is crazy.
I believe there were dragons once upon a time, because there's so many different cultures that depict things that look like dragons. Like they look the same amongst all these different cultures.
If they had flying fucking dinosaurs, then I mean, like dinosaur. I mean, dragons low-key look like some dinosaurs too. So I believe it.
And I mean, giants. That's another thing. A couple of different cultures say that there were giants. So I'm just like, maybe there were. Now,
right.
The giants thing, though, it ties into some bullshit that I saw on YouTube. Now, anybody that's ever been on YouTube, you know, once you start on one conspiracy video,
go down a whole damn rabbit hole.
You be on that shit for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Child, I think I may have told you about this, but there's this thing called Hollow Earth.
Yeah, I think that's what you was. That's what you was about to go to.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this Navy pilot, he somewhere in Antarctica, there is a hole in the earth. And he flew inside of it. And basically, he said there is an earth inside the earth. Like, and inside of the earth, giants live there. But because they don't get like direct sunlight, they're pale. It's peaceful in this inside earth. But we're, the humans out here, are fucking up the earth. So it's fucking them up. And they say that's why people aren't really allowed in Antarctica like that. And like if you try to go in that area,
it's real heavily guarded and shit. Because they don't want niggas to get the tea. But so then that leads me, which it wouldn't surprise me. So everything that they teach us is actually a lie, like the core being magma and like the mantle and the crust and all that shit. Because like if he was able to fly to the core of the earth, they say it's so fucking hot that you can't go to the core of the fucking earth because of the heat and like the whole gravitational pull and all that shit. So the fact that nigga was able to just fly in that bitch, all that shit must be alive, my nigga. It's probably just dirt that's like a cushion for this other world. Look, well, girl, don't nothing surprise me these fucking days.
The damn Facebook thread I was on when people were talking about all the stuff they believe in. Child, they believe so many people have died and they're actually just clones as them. Not even Gucci, but like Avril Lavigne. They're saying this bitch killed herself in 2003. And there's a whole Reddit thread about that. They're saying Paul McCartney, he died way back when, and his ass is just a double. Who else did they say? It's a couple people.
Tupac getting no goddamn double. I would love him to still be around. Shit.
Well, they just said that nigga's still alive. The people believe he's, that's been going on since the
90s. I always joke about that shit. Tupac on the island somewhere chilling.
But one of the videos that somebody linked us to, because I was watching all that shit yesterday.
I'm here for that shit.
Girl, it was the rabbit hole. It was one of them things where I started with one, and then the girl, she kept sending me more, and it was just like, all right. So one of them it said something about basically we're all gods, but in order for us to become godlike, we have to live every human life. So basically in the video, this guy, he dies and he meets a god. And the god is like, okay, you're going to go back to Earth in 530 AD as a Chinese woman. And the person that just died was like, I'm not understanding. So basically they're saying like, in order for you to become a god, you have to experience every life that's ever been so you can have the knowledge of everyone. And let me tell you something.
That sounds exhausting. You gotta live their whole life from birth all the way to death. Let me tell you something. My God has to be jumping in front of the car like, yeah. What the fuck is time, my nigga? Like, shit. Let's hurry up and get these wings, my nigga. We need to move on to the next. On to the next. God damn.
Nigga, they were trying to say time is not the same.
It doesn't seem like it's a long time.
I was just like, who has time to be every person on this earth? I just don't.
And do you remember? Do you like, oh yes, I'm Shay, yes! Like, do you fucking remember? Like, oh, okay, that's
They
great.
said sometimes, they were talking about that. They were like, sometimes you may remember something, or like it may be like a deja vu, but you won't remember what it's from.
Why you know it, right? I heard something similar to that. Isn't it a religion that kind of believes like in reincarnation and stuff like that? Like you don't like die and then that's your final life.
Yeah, but they didn't say you had to become every fucking body on that ever been.
You gotta keep going, honey. Like you got shit to learn, sis. Like, and then if you don't remember everything from the other life, then how will you put all this knowledge together? Because won't you just remember the very last life that you was living and what you knew from that one?
No, they say there is a point if you were in the in between where the guy was talking to the guy that just died. You could
remember all those.
Yeah, but
it's just when you get put into that life, you won't remember why you're living that life.
Right.
I've never heard that before. That's interesting.
I don't want that. My question is, so do I start off with the shittiest life and work up to the best one?
Because look, it seems like I got a long way to go. It seems like I'm at the beginning of this fucking cycle. And Beyonce and Jay-Z are probably towards the end because I'm like, wait a minute.
I just
really trying to figure this out. I'm so trying to figure it out.
I was just like, ooh, I don't know about that one.
That is wild. About to make me go down a rabbit hole on YouTube. That's what's about to happen.
I can send you the video of that one. I'm gonna send you all the ones that she sent me because some of them I was just like,
some of them be out of left field, but I feel like there's some truth to all of that little shit. Like some stuff that you think is crazy off the wall. Like some little details might be like, but it's a lot of truth to a lot of that shit. I be watching like some of these documentaries and stuff, and I be like, yo, I don't doubt it, not one bit. I really don't.
A lot of these conspiracies that I've seen, a lot of them are tied into religion, or they go against religion in some kind of way, and it's just like, okay, or it's some government cover up. Those are the two conspiracy things I always see
all the time, right?
So
yeah. Interesting. What else been going on? Not to get back into government shit, but like the primary elections and shit just passed. So some people's actually still going on because I think some people posted that they voted today. Was that Georgia?
Yeah, Virginia's is not until the 23rd.
Okay, yes, ours was last week. And yeah, apparently it's already some fuck shit. Georgia talking about they got an investigation open because they already was doing like the suppression of voters or the voter suppression shit. So here we go, the fuck shit. And I already know, like, I felt like it was going to be some shit because I'm like, with coronavirus and niggas not going to really be wanting to go outside, but then they encouraging people to do the absentee ballots and like, how do you really know your shit being counted? And it's about to be a whole bunch of fuck shit. And that I really
My friend was in line until 9:00.
Somebody else told me that they was in line for like 5 hours, bro. Yep. I said, woo, I definitely mailed my shit in. Because I was like, yeah, I don't want to be outside with anybody. And I'm definitely not standing outside for no fucking 5 hours.
Yeah. We got to vote. And we got to vote.
We have to, especially like these primaries, like our local government and the people that's supposed to be representing our area. Do your fucking census so that our fucking numbers can count. Like shit that I'm not gonna say I didn't care about, but like I'm speaking more on because like this shit is important. Like for real. Like we can't just be like, fuck this shit, I don't like this shit. It's affecting everybody, and eventually it's going to, not wishing anything on anybody, but it's going to affect you or somebody that you love eventually. So you gotta like fight for this shit because it's for all of us. Even though like it ain't directly hurting me, it's hurting niggas that I love or that I do care about. So nigga, get it together. Voting does. It helps. It might not solve every problem, but it's a good stepping stone.
I would just like for people to find solutions. If you don't like the way things are going,
come up with a different plan. What else can we do?
Right.
Yeah, I was, it was somebody that I work with and was like, oh, it was one of my old bosses, the one who's a jerk that likes a lot of food. And he was like, don't bring me a question without at least one possible solution. Like basically like, and he was talking about work wise, but it can go with like life pretty much. Right. Like, you know, if you like complaining about something like, you know, this daggone, this system is not even good for our team anymore. Okay, that's a problem, or more of a problem, not really a question. Don't bring a problem without one possible solution. Well, what's one possible solution? Don't come and tell me, okay, well, I don't like that shit because it ain't good for our team. All right, well, give me at least one suggestion or what the fuck you think would be a better system, or like what about the system isn't good for this for our team and would be better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't come just complaining and point out the negative. Like, help fix it then. Like, all right, thanks for pointing it out. What do you think it should be? And like I said, that can go for like life in general. Like, we have so many people on the sideline just complaining, but you ain't doing something as simple as trying to educate other people about shit that's going on. Like, you know, I got others that follow me and like stuff just from me posting shit like stats and statuses. Like, I've been hit up in my inbox like, you know, I didn't know that, or like, wow, that's crazy, or like just shit like that. Just even something small. Donate. You don't have to have 10 mil to donate to some of these companies or like the people that are helping to bail out the fucking protesters and shit like that are getting detained and locked up for fuck shit just because like it's just like a lot of shit going on even with the protests on the low in different cities and stuff that isn't being broadcast.
I didn't even want to go to the protest last weekend just because I was like, I don't want to be involved with no bullshit.
All that shit, like they are picking people up. Like in DC, they was picking niggas up because they'll try to. They had the curfew, so if you was out there past the curfew, they was picking you up. They would keep you detained for hours and hours and hours, and you don't know if you arrested or what. And it wasn't like a jail. It would be like some fucking warehouse where you're just fucking sitting there and being detained. Don't know what the fuck is going on, and like
I read about that.
Yeah, I'm just like, yo, nah. Like I'll find my other way to try to impact or help or something, whether it's donate a couple of pennies, honey, or try to inform the masses, the little bit of audience that I do have, and make sure I'm educating my kids so that at least they can kind of understand, or kid, because my son's too young to understand, but at least my daughter, so she understands because she goes to school and have friends with a lot of others. So honey got to keep her abreast on what's going on. So it's just stuff like that. It's little stuff people can be doing, but it's some people that's not even doing that. They literally sitting at home like, why the fuck we can't go to the Wolf? I mean, shit. Like, I'm tired of being in the motherfucking house and shit. Like, fuck this shit. Like, gotta do better. They taking down Confederate fucking statues and shit.
Thank God. I hope they take down this goddamn Confederate flag on 64 going towards Virginia Beach because I want to burn it up.
Bitch. Look, I say something about, what did the Marines say? Something that they ain't want none of that shit posted anywhere.
Can't have it on your bump, like no more bumper stickers.
You know, it's a million fucking Marines that got that shit on the back of their pickup, honey.
Scrape that shit off. I don't understand. Like all the military branches need to implement the same fucking thing. Mm-hmm. I don't understand what the heritage is with that flag. I really just don't.
It's negativity.
Nobody can explain to me how it's American when it's based in separating from America. It literally
if it's so American, like I'm about to start posting that shit. I'm about to start wearing some shirts. I'm gonna make some shirts with that shit and be like, hey, American. Like, no, it's like it's negative, especially towards Black people.
But that's the thing. Girl, don't get me started because I had a whole essay about this shit. Because it's like somebody, well, you know, originally the flag was about freedom. I was like, freedom from what?
From who?
No, that flag was about the states that wanted to secede from America, and in all of their declarations, when they were saying, hey, I don't want to be a part of your funky ass country anymore, in the first paragraph of all the states except for two, they all mentioned slavery in the first paragraph. So somebody's trying to tell me it's about money, but slavery, that was the money. That's
that was that. Exactly. They were selling niggas, literally.
So like, don't fucking sugarcoat that shit. And then fast forward to, you know, the 1900s. Now y'all using the flag as a fucking symbol of hate with the KKK, and you lynch your niggas.
That was like shit.
KK. Why is that organization not like illegal?
A terrorist group.
Yeah.
Why not? You're hanging and burning people in the country, and you're just like, it's okay. They're having their rallies. It's okay. They put their paperwork in. That's all right.
They just had a rally this past weekend in Alabama. I'm just trying to figure it out, guys.
Make it make sense, y'all, please, because I don't get it.
Anywho, moving forward.
Right. We slid right back into the topic. Right. We said we was not going to fucking talk about. We sorry, y'all, but we've been consumed in all this for the past couple months.
I only have those things to talk about. That and TV.
I know. I'm about to say, I guess TV, because that's all the fuck I do is hear about what the fuck is going on in the world today and then watch some TV. I guess we can go down our laundry because it's been a while and it's been some stuff going on TV, some shows, some Netflix and some other shit. I guess we can dabble on.
I want to start then with the document. First of all, I know that there's a lot of stuff that's been going on, but you niggas were crying for a Jeff Epstein Jeffrey Epstein or Epstein documentary.
Epstein,
you were crying for Harvey Weinstein fucking documentary. And now there's one out there. And I haven't heard a fucking peep.
Curtains.
Y'all niggas just wanted to be mad because R. Kelly was put on blast.
So you like, what about the white man?
And now the white man has done it, and I haven't heard anything. So
I haven't seen it posted. Nobody is like, oh, that nasty nigga.
Nobody. Again, I was like, we have been consumed with our own shit. Because I know
busy on the front lines.
Right. But it's just like, you would think the way, how hard y'all were going about it, that y'all would be like, oh, look, they finally put somebody else on blast. But nope, it's been silenced. So I'm just here to say, I watched it today, actually. That nigga was gross. It's amazing. Because my original major was psychology, and you majored in psychology as well, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is crazy to see the parallels between him and R. Kelly. It's like,
I was saying the same fucking thing when me and B-Dub was watching that shit together. I was just like, so this just must be the MO of fucking creeps. And creeps with power. You know what I'm saying? Where they have the power to get away with shit and a network of people that's going to look out for them and shit like that. Like, just the arrogance of certain things and just the fucking nastiness of it. Because, like, bro, he was a whole ass creep.
They got girls recruiting other girls. And
it was the same thing. Like, you get one girl to come in and, I think, but R. Kelly wasn't paying the girls, though, I don't think. He was just promising, I guess kind of paying because you promising them, like, a career in music and, like, stuff like that. So that's kind of like paying because you're helping them with their career or whatever. But, and he was skint with his coins. He was like, I give you $200. Like,
I mean, the one girl said she brought in 45 girls. Another girl said she brought in 20-something girls. So $200 ain't a lot.
And a lot of them
bitches.
They was like girls that had ran away, or they was on their own, or financially they was just strapped. So just like R. Kelly, he knew how to pick them or how to get his girls to pick them. And that was my thing.
When JT and I were watching it, I was like, oh, so this is just like R. Kelly. Like, they pick these girls
in these
that
situations.
are from these broken homes, they're runaways, they don't
know they're
have
not
a lot,
strong and not going to speak up like that.
Or nobody's going to believe them if they do say something, because they're going to be like, you ain't from the right kind of background. And
just like the other girl, they was like, I've been called a prostitute and all this other stuff. They try to, like, like whatever, because they might have had a past, and just because they're doing, it's like, oh, well, bitch, this was your MO. Like, no, but this nigga had a whole ass island. Like, what are you talking about?
Speaking
of
conspiracies, there's a conspiracy that nigga's not dead and that he's on his island chilling.
So I heard about that conspiracy as well, but I also heard a conspiracy that he is dead, but niggas had him killed in prison because he had so much shit on so many powerful people.
I heard that
because he was getting a gang of fucking niggas, like, underage girls, like powerful motherfuckers that like, if he was to like release some shit or do a tell-all and be like, you know what, I'm telling everything and these are where the receipts is, because they collected a gang of shit from his New York place. But who's to say that this nigga don't got shit somewhere else, or like hidden on the island or somewhere else? Like, so I think certain niggas in power ain't want certain things to get out. I was like, yo, this nigga gonna be in jail and get to singing and saying every fucking thing. So we gotta get him the fuck up out of here. So either, the nigga is, but then they show a clip. Well, he could have been faking, but they showed a clip of them rolling him out, like, of the jail. Which I don't understand. That could be looked at as a conspiracy too, because normally they cover the fucking face. They wouldn't have a dead body coming out and they showing his fucking face. So yeah, I don't put anything, especially a powerful nigga that know all these high ups, and not only just US but like in other countries. I don't put it past.
Let me just say that the original case that they built against him and all them people that shot it down, them niggas need to be. It has to be some kind of
accountability.
Yes, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
It went all the way up the judicial system where they was just like, "Are we about to make this little deal on the low? We ain't gonna say nothing." And and everybody that was involved with him, they got immunity as well. How the fuck? That's got to be the best deal in American history, my nigga. It's like, nigga, what? Not only are you getting off exempt from anything, anybody who may have been involved. So, like, it's just like an open-ended, like, we can come down the road 10 years down the road and be like, oh yeah, I think you had something. Nah, I'm roped into that shit too. That immunity deal. Like, that's crazy. Fucking crazy. But it's even crazy that the actual same judicial system came back and was like, yeah, y'all niggas was wrong. Like,
but nothing happened to them. They just said, oh, y'all were wrong. But they didn't come back and say, like, if you're still in these positions of power, you're fired, or you need to.
They still in law some kind of way, or doing something with the government or something like that. So you still got crooked niggas in power or around power. So
here's my thing. I firmly believe that everybody has a price. But that little girl shit, because I have a girl, is nasty to me. Like, there's no price for that for me.
Nigga, 14?
No, nigga, 12. They were talking about 12-year-olds.
12-year-olds,
14-year-olds, 16-year-olds. Like,
that's gross. This shit. Like, yeah, I can't.
Ain't no price for me. No. And niggas was, I feel like even like on the island, most of the people that worked for him on the island were probably poor people.
Yeah.
So they probably weren't in a position to say anything because he would have ruined their lives.
Right. So, like, this nigga know people. I probably won't be able to get another fucking job in this area nowhere. Or, like, like, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Like, the other dude, the only thing he could do, he was like, when I really found out what the fuck was going on, because he was in charge of, like, the communications and the network and shit like that. He was like, I just quit. Because I was like, this ain't right. I
would have quit.
Yeah.
But
once I would have got, at first I would have been like, oh, this nigga into some kinky shit. But once I put two and two together, I was like, nigga, it's nothing but young girls. Nah, fuck this. I'm out. You be blessed.
Especially because he was like, he had a 13 and a 15-year-old. Like, you shouldn't even have to see all that you saw. Like, nigga, you knew. I don't know.
This ain't his family. Maybe like the first go around, I'm like, oh, maybe them is his family and shit. But when I'm seeing different girls coming in and out of that fucking island and all of them young, nigga, you know what it is.
Yeah.
What else was on TV? I've been watching Dead to Me on Netflix.
That's my show. Have you finished?
No, I'm on the second season, like around the 5th episode. So I'm getting there.
Okay.
Dog, them niggas is a mess. But yeah, I really like that show. I really, really do.
We can't talk about it because I know I'm gonna fuck around and say some shit that I don't know.
Oh yeah, then don't say nothing. We're gonna talk about it next recording, whenever that shall be. And I don't want to give y'all no promises. But yeah, it's really good. What else? Oh, Yvonne Orji, Molly had a comedy show.
A lot of people said they didn't like it.
What? That show was funny. Like, literally, I was laughing the whole fucking time. First of all, I didn't know the bitch was a comedian. Like, that's number one. So when Duncan had said that it was one, I was like, a comedy show? And he's like, yo, and she was funny. I was like, I thought she was just an actress. I didn't know she was like a stand-up comedian. But so I was going in this joint like, this shit about to be corny as fuck. But that bitch had me laughing. I was like, all right, Molly. I say, yo, girl.
So I knew she was a comedian because she's opened up for Chris Rock, I want to say. Like, she did a whole tour. She's been doing it for a while. Right. I want to say even before Insecure came out. And I know this only because she has a podcast, and I used to listen to it. Her and this personality, her name is Lovey or something like that. Mm-hmm. So as far as the show was concerned, I feel like people were expecting like to laugh like Dave Chappelle or Cat Williams.
But she's not that kind. She wouldn't be that kind of comedian though.
But I'm like, for me, what was I like? Belly aching laughing? No, but like it was a solid show. Like,
right throughout it wasn't like, all right, it was one part that I laughed at. It was like right. Throughout the whole thing, it was different parts. So I was like, that's true. Like, yeah. And I like how it was like she had the clips of her going back home and stuff like that, kind of integrated with the joke she was talking about. Like, it was good. I think it was good.
Like the one part when she was talking about how in Nigeria, like when she asked people for directions, they'll be like, just go straight down.
And they had no landmarks.
They could stop, and then it like went to Nigeria, and she was literally asking
niggas how to get there.
They legit was doing that shit. I was like, yo,
no, I was weak as shit. Bruh.
I thought it was
funny. Was so funny. She's like, me? A whole me?
So, you know, she's a Christian. She's a Christian now. That's what a lot of people don't know, that she's like a Christian, and I don't know if she's still a virgin, but she was a virgin.
Yeah, I heard that she was still a virgin. I was like, interesting.
Yeah, who has time? But you know, she didn't even cuss. The only thing she said was nigga. She didn't cuss throughout the whole special.
But I mean, she be naked as shit on Insecure, so
that's acting.
I mean, acting schmacking. I could be like, this comedy is acting, bitch. Collect this check, bitch. I mean, let's just roll into Insecure then. Like, Molly.
Girl, I love Yvonne, but Molly is trash, my guy.
Trasheroni.
I would. Good luck to the Mollys out there in the world.
I could never have a friend like her, and you messy bitch. Wow, like, first of all, you fucking lying, because it's 2 instances that you done been with Issa and had a nice little kiki of a time. So the fact that you send that text to your bae, like, see, I'm giving her a try. No, you were genuinely fucking enjoying yourself when y'all was playing the game and shit, and when y'all was at the diner. You were genuinely enjoying that time. Like, you wasn't faking. Fuck that shit. So to text him that, and then you that fucking messy that you send it to her. And then when the bitch is like, you know, like talking to her, and she's like, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, obviously her fucking feelings are hurt. And your ass is just like, okay, well, all right. Like, you didn't even fight for it. Like, you were in the fucking wrong. Like,
no. She said she didn't think that the new Issa and the new Molly fit together anymore.
Yeah.
And then Issa said, okay.
Like, okay.
No, Issa said okay. And then Molly
that's
was
what I'm
like,
okay.
Okay.
Like that's
like she was surprised. Like she wanted Issa to kiss her ass.
Right, when Molly should have been the one fighting for it. Like, I don't know. Or maybe she's just done with the fucking friendship. Like, because I think, my personal opinion, I think that this new Issa is the bitch that don't have to depend on Molly. She kind of looked at her like, you got the check? She's like, yeah, I got the check. She probably so used to Issa paying for everything, and then like she was waiting for Issa to go in on her problems and what's been going on, because even Issa kind of checked herself like, all right, I was about to come in this motherfucker and be talking about Lawrence, but like she made sure to ask how she was doing, what was going on with her, and like see what was going on in general. And I think Molly was expecting the old Issa to be like, bitch, let me tell you everything that's going on in my life, and not ask her about what was going on. But she doesn't like
that. So why would she expect
That's what I'm saying. Like, are you the type of friend that's like, you say, okay, I want you to do better, but then when they start doing better, you jealous because you're not the only one doing good? Like, yeah. So I wasn't feeling none of that.
When she said that, I was like, but the new Issa seems like
better.
Right. So why wouldn't you want the new and improved Issa? I don't understand that. Yeah. But it looks like in the previews, Molly's ass is gonna be alone. Because it looks like little Asian bae is about to get fed up with her shit. Right. But
I'm nervous about the next episode because it's looking like Issa might cheat on Lawrence again, and I'm just like, bitch, are you about to be this dumb?
No, she better not.
That's the vibe that I was getting from the previews, because they said that the next episode is like the end, and you know how little light eye bae like kind of, you know, wanted to be with her, and now she understands like, oh fuck, this nigga just didn't just ghost me, like he was actually going through some shit. And I'm just like, shit is going so perfectly good with her and Lawrence. I'm just like, something's gonna happen with the Lawrence and the her. Like, by the previews, I don't know what's going on, but she better not fucking cheat on Lawrence.
I don't think I really pray that they haven't built her up this whole
to be doing so good just to turn around and do the same shit.
I think Lawrence definitely is going to get that job,
and he's going to end up having to move.
I think he's going to ask her to move with him, and she's not going to move to San Francisco. And then
especially since stuff is starting to pop off with like her like throwing the events and stuff, like, and she got one in the works, so she like, I can't do that. So that's probably gonna fuck up the perfectness of everything, how like both of them have grown and they come back together and everything is seeming to be like going good. Like, I don't know.
Who do you think she's saying hi to? It's like towards the end of the clip, she walks into something and she says, "Hey," but you can't see who she's talking to.
I was thinking it was Light Eyes, or maybe Lawrence after she cheated with Light Eyes. Like, I don't know. Like, it was just making me nervous watching that whole preview because I don't know, for some reason that was the vibe that I was getting, that like, oh shit, Issa done fucked around with Light Eyes and she got to either come clean and tell Lawrence, or Lawrence found out, because it was like some scene where his face was looking like a certain kind of way. But who she's speaking to, I think it's one of the guys, either tell Lawrence, like, all right, look, I fucked up again. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know we're not official, but like, I fucked up. If it is, I'm going to be like Game of Thrones mad. It's like, I'm not going to be that mad, but I'm going to be like, come on, y'all. Why y'all build, like you said, build her up all season to do so much better? Another thing that I want to say. So Kerry Washington directed this episode. And I could tell because Issa was making the most faces. And you know Kerry Washington and her faces in these movies. But nigga, when Issa at the end, when she was trying to hold in the shit, when she was mad at Marlon, and she was doing I was like, Issa ain't never made them fucking faces until Kerry Washington does. She was like, no, I need to feel it, Issa. I need to feel it. Give me facials. So she probably was giving all them directions. But yeah, it was a good episode.
That Facebook group thinks that she's gonna be talking to Daniel. Nigga, where is Daniel coming from? Y'all doing
out of left field from no fucking way. Like,
I was like, y'all have to let him go.
I know it's gonna be something that's like going to be some type of cliffhanger to lead on to the next season, because they got like you know, another season coming on after this. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really interested.
What is this Condola whole time? Ooh. Now that would be spicy, because she just disappeared.
I was just about to, like, it was one episode, maybe it was this episode, I don't know if it was this one or the one before. I was like, oh, Condola about to pop up and see these niggas, like, where she at? Oh no, Condola about to call. No, it was a drink with
the last episode she was texting him. Yeah, not this.
The one before.
But on this episode, when Issa asked if he was still dealing with anybody, he was like, oh, we talked and it's over. And I'm like, well, damn, we didn't even get to see the conversation.
Right, exactly. So it's probably going to be something where that is brought up again with Condola. And Condola going to be like, well, goddamn, was y'all messing with each other the whole time? Or,
right.
And, you know, it's just going to seem messy. And I was still waiting for Molly to be like, oh, so that time that I seen you when we was over there and you was talking to Lawrence, y'all was fucking with each other then, when in real life they wasn't. Like, they literally was having an innocent conversation. So now let's Molly messy ass fucking go to Condola. Like, I mean, they been messing with each other for a minute, so she probably was messing with, you know, with her behind your back and shit. Like, it's gonna be something, and it's gonna make me mad at somebody. I don't know if it's gonna be Molly, is it gonna be Issa? We ain't seen fucking Kelly except her in the beginning asking, have you talked to Molly? Have you talked to goddamn Issa? So
I think that's because Tiffany's going through postpartum depression, and so she's over there helping her out. And I think that's gonna come up in the next episode.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope next season they're longer than 30 minutes.
Oh, it's not. They've already said over and over they're be longer than 30 minutes. But this season we got 10 episodes. Usually they're only 8. So
we got I'll more, take it. So that's good. Right.
So you ever had a girlfriend that started acting brand new when she got a new dick, like Molly? You don't gotta tell that.
No, I ain't gonna say no name. I wouldn't say brand new. I know like girls tend to go MIA in a new relationship where like you just don't see that bitch no more because she's with the peen and, you know, spending time with bae. But I'm trying to think, like, somebody who's just like, oh, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I have.
Oh, I have those friends. I have friends every time they get penis,
they just turn into a whole new chick.
And it's just like, and when I say a new chick, I'm talking like, if they mess with a hotep nigga, all of a sudden they want to drop knowledge.
If they a whole chameleon.
Yeah. And it's just like, girl, that dick is not enough for me to be out here.
Change personalities, beliefs.
Yeah, it's like, who has time? It's just, I can't do it. And then I do have a friend who's very much just like, my husband this and you know, she's just very much
no life without your husband and everything.
Yeah, but she was that way even before he became her husband. So it's just like, okay, girl. And then she was like, I mean, because this is how you become a wife, and it's like, no, because
I'm a wife, whole ass wife, and not on my nigga dick.
Yeah, Molly, that therapy ain't working, but hopefully she'll get it together.
I hope Asian Bae reads the fuck out of her.
She needs it. Somebody needs to really tell her about herself, because everybody's being nice and delicate and
like, oh, they'll work it out. No, she was dead ass wrong. Dead fucking wrong. But yeah, this season's been pretty good to me. What else? We said the Jeffrey Epstein. What else? Righteous stuff. Oh, I didn't finish watching all of it. Real Housewives of Atlanta. That the Zoom reunion call.
Oh yeah, I watched it.
I think I watched like the first one when Nene was hanging up the shit. I just was like, okay, I can't deal with this. Oh, I had already told you, but let me tell the listeners. So I still have Zeus Network. And I was on there scrolling because I got a notification that it was some new show that had started, that Black China had started, called Your Cam. I don't know. Fan Cam. I don't know. But anyway, it's basically a show for people who do for friends only. I think that's what the site is called. Yeah. But they can't say friends only. Like, the fans only. Is that what it's called? For fans only?
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans, yeah. You know my ass don't know. Anyway, like it's like people who have OnlyFans and like it goes behind the scenes, like, yeah, I do this because X, Y, and Z. Like I watched one episode, I didn't watch after that, but it was this dude that went from pretty much having like $100 in his bank account to like, this nigga is fucking balling and about to build a house in Vegas just from OnlyFans. He was on The Bachelor or something like that. And he was like, they don't pay shit. Like I literally got $1,200 for doing that fucking show. And like, yeah, people might know me by face. Right, that's it. He was like, people might know me by face, but like I was broke as shit and I literally had like $100 in my account. And somebody had told them about fans only. And he was just like, fuck it, what do I got to lose? Like,
what does he do on that though?
He does videos, he takes pictures, like some stuff it might just be a picture, like, so he has different levels. Apparently you can have accounts with different levels. You can have like a cheaper joint where like you don't show everything, it's like more of a tease type thing, or you can have a joint where they was like niggas pay like $20-30 some dollars a month, and like this nigga has full frontal naked pictures. He has he jacking off, like doing different activities, working out. Like he actually for the people who have the higher paid account, if you send him a message, he says he responds to all messages to anybody that anybody sends him and shit like that. And apparently this nigga is making bread. He said something somebody had offered him something to do something. He was like, nah, I don't even got time to do that because it's going to take away too much time from my OnlyFans, and like that's where I'm making all the money and I make more money doing that than what the fuck you offering. Like, so this nigga is making coins. So yeah, but anyway, I said all that to say that that was the reason why I went on Zeus, because I got a notification saying it was a new show. And lo and behold, while I'm on there scrolling on Zeus, because I hadn't went on Zeus since the Ray J and Princess thingy, and they have the Millennial Tour. So I was like, bitch, like I wanted to go but didn't buy a ticket. So like I'm definitely about to watch this shit. It was real nice. It showed them performing. It showed like, like not really backstage, but kinda at some points they was talking to like the staff and like just the earlier Beyonce documentaries with the making of the actual show, and then they show clips of like them actually performing on the show. Then honey, at the end of the joint, there was a commercial. It said, "Oh no, but coming soon." This nigga Omarion, because it's like his company that is partnering with Zeus to do this. They are going to soon release another documentary that is the Millennial Tour behind the scenes. And this is real life behind the scenes. Like off the stage, like the practices, like sitting in the like in the back. And Omarion is actually addressing the little Fizz and April shit. Which fucking makes sense on why this nigga was so zen. Because in his mind, he's like, I am about to collect coins because this is my fucking company. I haven't talked to nobody about this shit, and niggas is going to want to hear my side. And guess who's going to get paid to hear my side? Me. So,
that makes sense.
Nigga. And I'm going to be right there with my popcorn and Zevia.
I want popcorn. We can't eat popcorn.
Oh, I'll have my cauliflower and Zevia.
I was about to say popcorn. Wait, you found some keto popcorn?
Nah, I'm finding keto everything else. Shit. But I'm gonna be front and center for that. Like, I can't wait. And yeah, I might have to give you my password, girl, so you can see that shit. Because, bitch.
I'm gonna come over when it's released.
Right, so we can watch it together because we need to get the tea together.
I definitely cancel it.
Video.
Maybe I'll just. I said I definitely cancel my subscription. Maybe I'll wait till all the episodes are released and then do like a free month.
They're like, let me just watch everything, binge this real quick. They might just, we see you had to use another email address though.
You know, I got 55 million of them, girl. Because I ain't new to this.
You already belong to us.
I am not new to this.
I'm trying to think. The Millennial Tour.
Do you watch Married to Medicine LA?
I didn't know it started. I thought it was paused. No, that was Potomac, Real Housewives of Potomac that they postponed. No, I didn't know it started. I watched the first season, but
okay, they're like two. They're like maybe 3 or 4 episodes in now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might catch it.
Because the first 2 had the Atlanta chicks on there with them, and then I think they've had 2 more since then. But this last Sunday they didn't show anything, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go check it out because I watched the first season and it was okay. It was like not the original, but it was like something to watch. Like I literally have been on Netflix, YouTube. Yeah, just like and it was crazy because I for the most part caught up on stuff, or I thought I caught up on stuff, and I was like, why do I feel like it ain't nothing to watch no more? Like I feel like I don't watch the good stuff. Like every now and then something will come up on like on Netflix and I'll watch it. But like somebody said to watch Uncut Gems, like it'll give you like anxiety and stress you out. So I don't know if I want to see that, but somebody said to watch that on Netflix.
Somebody told me it was kind of all over the place, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched it, but I saw someone say or tell me to say to watch it because it was like Did you watch
the 90 Day Fiance reunion?
I watched the 90 Day Fiance that last season that I was catching up on. Oh yeah, the reunion for the before the
90 days. Yeah, I haven't watched it. I didn't. Okay. So because I've been watching. So basically, HBO has another app out now. I don't have
HBO. It's HBO Max. Now.
No, HBO Max.
So they got 3 different apps. They got Go Now and Max.
No. So HBO Now is for people that don't have cable and just want to buy HBO separately. HBO Now got upgraded to HBO Max. So HBO Max has everything that HBO has, but it has some original content. Just a few things, but I guess they're gonna have more. And then it has like stuff for like Joe from Crunchyroll, which is anime bullshit, or it has like stuff from Boomerang, so the old cartoon shows like Jetsons and Flintstones, Josie and the Pussycats. It has Boondocks on there, which is my shit. But for whatever reason, I guess if you have HBO like through your cable provider,
and you do HBO Go, because they got a different app that you just sign into that.
But I think that is fucked up. I feel like if you have HBO Max, everybody should get HBO Max. If you're paying for HBO separately or through your cable provider, you're still paying for
HBO, so you should get it, right?
So the other day I had sent you a text and I was like, bitch, it's the show on HBO Max called Legendary, and it's like a real pose where they do battles.
Oh yeah, you did, and I didn't even look up. And I was like, I gotta see if I got that channel
because it's not a channel. It's on.
Yeah, and I thought it was a channel.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max app, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, I remember people being mad as shit because they're like, "Yo, I've had HBO for years. Like, why can't I get that content too?" When it's the same thing, like that doesn't make
Like, why
any
the
sense.
fuck would I pay for that app just to get like 2 or 3 shows when I can get everything else on there on this
Right.
app? Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, another way for them niggas to get more money.
It's really good. The show though, Legendary, is good. It actually had what was her name? Electra from Pose.
Yeah.
She actually was one of the guest judges. She's a bitch in real life, but
No, she is. Like, I follow her on Instagram. She funny as shit.
I was just like, I guess I'm not that surprised. But Megan Thee Stallion is one of the judges, but I feel like they just use her because of her name.
She's popping right now.
Because I'm like, girl, do you even know what the hell you supposed to be judging? Because I don't watch Pose a million times now.
I
I feel like
know.
I know.
The category is feminine realness.
Right.
Yes, I know what I'm looking for.
I'll be watching them dances like, he didn't even land that one.
Like, no, honey, you was stiff as a board, baby. Stiff as a board.
Yeah.
I definitely need to find and see.
Yeah.
What else? I don't think that's
I
it.
haven't really been watching a lot of TV though, honestly. Because I told myself that I won't watch TV until a certain time. But now that I've been working out and stuff, I usually watch TV like when I'm like towards the end of the night. But if I'm on the phone, which I've been on the phone a lot lately.
Oh, that's shocking. Like talking on the phone?
Yeah, I still be on House Party. Nobody else do, but
I be wondering why y'all niggas don't be on there. I be wanting to go on there, but I'm like, oh man, I ain't going around these niggas. I don't feel like talking since ain't nobody said nothing.
Dakina, I still talk to Dakina on there all the time. I still talk to a few other people. I be on there, but I'm just like, ooh, House Party is dead boost these days.
I be wanting to be on there and play some games and shit, but I be like, oh, just relax and chill out. I'm about to hit y'all bitches up bright and early in the morning tomorrow. I'm like, hey! Niggas go through a little pandemic. Niggas don't want to talk no more. Shit. But yeah, now I'm gonna bother y'all. But yeah, I've inadvertently cut down. I've been like intermittent fasting with my TV and shit because it's like in the morning I had this whole routine about logging on for work, seeing if anything crazy happened in the evening since I've logged on. Then I get my son and his food and get him all situated. Then I got to get my daughter situated for her like classes and stuff. Then by that time it's starting to be kind of afternoon, and I've been going back and forth like checking my email if I had some teleconferences or something to do. And like at all this time I haven't even sat down on the couch to really like watch TV. Like I might have I don't know, like it might be like some YouTube compilations. You know how we do over here, like a compilation of something, some car crashes or something random, or some name drops or some shit. Like it'll be something random playing in the background. But like I just really started the end of last week, kind of like every now and then I will watch an episode of the Dead to Me, and I actually got beat up interested in that. He was just like, "What the fuck?" Like that first season, he was like, "Wait a minute." I wasn't listening, but I was listening. Did you say blah blah blah? I'm like, yeah, that's what's going on this goddamn show. So like, I haven't really been watching as much TV, but it still feel like I done watched everything. But I don't know. Maybe I just need to do a little search. I done downloaded because for some reason my on demand is fucking trash. So I got like I signed up for like the We, Bravo, MTV, all the good channels that I watch, like their actual app, because you can sign in with your provider in them apps, and then they have like all the fucking shows. Like I did with TLC. That's how I was able to catch up on like all the 90 Day Fiance, like before, after quarantine, where they at now, what's going on, who's your mama, like all them shit. They got all of them because on demand they be like, sis, no, like what are you talking about? I'll give you episode 5, 7, and 3. That's it. You like, bitch, what? So at least with the apps, like I've been able to kind of watch some stuff. So Tamar got some show coming out, I think this month or the beginning of next month, whatever. Like it's like a short docu-series. I don't know, I guess she's been going through some shit. Who knows? But yeah, or she just needed a coin. So she's on another show. Growing Up Hip Hop. Did you watch this season?
I was watching it, but then every episode started to be about Romeo, and I just don't care, so I haven't watched it. I haven't caught up because I'm
She just like, fuck it. I'm just annoyed with the whole Bow Wow and Ange thing. I'm just like, look, get the fuck. I think that's it. TV wise, we got any tea? I think we already talked about tea. We talked about a lot of tea.
I don't think there is no tea because everybody
just
tea.
Everything going. All I see is dealing with world pandemic,
Trina
social
is a hot
justice.
ass mess. Did you hear what Trina said?
I was pissed about that shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, Trina? Like, I actually like you, and like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I haven't listened to Trick's show, but apparently he just be ignorant as fuck on it, which I expect from him, but I definitely didn't expect that coming out of her fucking mouth. Like,
of course, she came back backpedaling, apologizing.
But of course, because black people probably drug her fucking ass.
Oh, you know they did. Her and Masika Kalish, you know Masika.
Yeah.
They were arguing back and forth on the shade room. I was just like, how random. Like,
y'all niggas stay in a damn blogs, comments, arguing, going back and forth with niggas.
I don't get it. I think outside of that, I really haven't been paying attention to keep up with any tea though. So
I'm just trying to focus on this weight loss. I did see something about Kanye. I'm trying to think exactly. It was basically saying everything that this nigga been on some it ain't what it seemed type shit. Like basically all the things that we thought that he was doing over the past 5 years, it hasn't been that. Like niggas was pulling up receipts or some shit that like he never made any donations or something. Okay, all right, we're gonna cut it there. All right, so good bad
I
release.
just have to see it to believe it, but okay.
I was about to say they had receipts, but we're gonna go. Good bad release, babe. I forget, like I don't bring up topics, Trey Songz, Kanye, and Kardashians, I guess. Y'all hit me up in my DMs. I'll talk to y'all about
it. I did see something about the Kardashians. What did I see? Chloe face looked different again.
Oh, but this bitch had Moberg done. Like, what the fuck is going on?
But she just posted a picture basically where she said something like, bitch is still pressing, I'm still unbothered. And I was like, well, I mean, it's your coin, so something to that effect. And then her and that boy still together, and everybody's like, girl, so you did all that crying and like you're still with the nigga. I don't understand, but anywho. And then I saw Kanye. He was at a protest, at a march. I saw that.
Oh, really? I didn't see
and that. Tidal keeps trying to get me to listen to these Trey Songz songs that are out. He has a few new songs, and
I did not know. I shall go listen tomorrow.
And or it's like either his songs or it's like songs featuring him or like his song featuring someone else. But Tidal has this great option, and you can actually say never play this again.
Oh, good. So he's not coming up on your mentions anymore.
Well, what happens is a lot of times how I find new music is I'll play a song I like and then I'll go to the track radio because it'll have like songs that are similar to it.
Mm-hmm. And he all up and through them playlists.
On one playlist, he had about 3-4 songs on there.
I was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like,
how do I like him?
Exactly. It needs to be like Pandora, how like you would listen to stuff and you would give it a thumbs up, and then it had like the logic to be like, all right, so this bitch then thumbs down 3 Trey songs, so we just gonna take this nigga out of the rotation. Like Pandora used to be litty. It was like, and then they had like a whole different station called Thumbs Up Radio, and it was all the songs and like joints, shit that you had like, nigga.
Pandora. I love that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow,
they trying it though, but that's all I got.
So good bad release. I'm starting.
It don't matter. You need time?
Because they are related.
Okay.
So the bad. A bitch been doing keto since April 15th. This is the bad and the release combined. Because I'm trying to release the demon it called impatience. I'm really, really trying to be patient, not compare my journey to other people's journeys. But like, I feel like I'm doing everything right, and my weight fluctuates so badly, and then it takes weeks to get it back on track. And then like I have a keto Instagram page. I'm in a keto challenge. I follow all these keto accounts, and people are losing like 5 pounds a week and like crazy shit. And it's like, I was a certain weight. Like, I had got below my goal weight for May. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a snickerdoodle cookie like 4 days later. I gained 5 pounds.
That's crazy
from that
shit.
one snickerdoodle. That was June 1st when I realized I had gained 5 pounds overnight just from the cookie. That's and crazy. Now today, it is, by the time y'all see this, it'll be 11 days later. I am only down 4 pounds from the 5 pound gained.
Bitch.
So, like,
it's easy to gain that shit and, like, fucking murder to get rid of it.
Everybody's like, it's not fat because
it's water weight.
It's water weight.
The carbs and blah blah blah.
They're like, you would have to eat this much more to get to actually gain 5 pounds. But it's like, if that's the case, then what I got to do to get the water to go? Because I'm drinking damn near a gallon a day. Like, this here is 120 ounces for today. I work out every single day. Since June 1st. This month, I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm not having keto snacks. So no keto chips, no keto tortillas, no keto ice cream, no keto cakes. It's literally meat, veggies, and cheese.
Oh, bitch.
So I'm just trying to figure out,
like, what the fuck I gotta do?
What do I have to do? On the other hand, that was my bad and my release. Like I said, the bad is, what the fuck is going on with my water weight? The release is, a bitch is trying to be patient. The good is, today, our friend Coffee sent this horrendous picture of me. Well, of us, but I was in there, and all I saw was my fat ass from a year ago. And it was fucking awful. And so I was in the house talking to JT like, yo, babe, do I really look like this? And he's like, no, you've lost so much weight. But I haven't felt that way because it's like my weight keeps fluctuating.
So to you still feeling like you're around the same.
Right. So I put on the same dress that I had in a picture, and we took all these pictures and I put them side by side, and I was like,
I see it now.
Okay. So I'm usually very bashful about talking about my weight and stuff outside of my keto page, which is why my keto page I kind of don't tell anybody about. I keep it separate. But today I was like, I sent it to few people, select people. Like, I was like,
look at me, bitch.
Look. And like I sent it to my dad, and my dad was like, oh, wow, you can really see the difference. He was like, but I know you don't always feel beautiful, but you are. I was just like, oh, daddy's girl. But yeah, that's good. The good is, a bitch can see it. I have been measuring myself, and I lost several inches throughout my body, but I lost 2 inches around my waist between last Monday and this Monday. So I'm like, if the scale want to be a hoe, that's okay, because these inches ain't gonna lie.
So I definitely need to do that, because I have not been doing that at all with measuring at all. I'm proud of you, and you can definitely tell. You can tell in that picture, and your face is hella fucking slim. So you definitely
keep it going.
Let's see. So my good, bad, and release is actually kind of similar, because I too have started keto since our last podcast. It was May 16th. Let's say 16th or 17th is when I started. So almost about to be a month in, and so I guess what we start with. I guess no, because I can't start with good. Anyway, I'm gonna start with good. Fuck that shit. You know how I go. I'm happy because I've actually lost weight. And my first week, like, I lost a lot really, really quickly. I don't know if that is because of the amount of trash shit I was putting in my body. And then when I started keto, it was like, thank fucking goodness that we can get this shit the fuck up out of here. But a bitch dropped like 8 pounds off the fucking rip. These past 3 weeks, though, it has been a fucking struggle. Like, I too feel like I've been doing good on my macros. I fucking test all the time. A bitch hasn't even got out of fucking ketosis. And I'm just like, I even started exercising and I'm like, so can we get some whole numbers being lost in a day and not just like point something? And then when I did like a strength training and lifting weights, and then when I weighed myself this morning, bitch, I went up and I was like, how the fuck did I gain weight? And like I was way under my calories, had my percentages right for my macros, and I'm just like, use a fucking lie. Like, and it make it sometimes be like, I don't know, not that I'm not motivated, but I'm like, damn, I'm doing all this and I'm not really seeing the results that I want, even though the group that we belong in is hella supportive and hella like resourceful. Like they post a lot of shit, like even with snacks, like them niggas got me together with snacks. But like it's really helpful when you're doing it when it's not something that you've done for a long time. It's like sometimes it can be discouraging because people jump on that motherfucker like, hey, 2 months, lost 40 pounds, bang bang, bitch, look at my body. And I'm like, all right, so, all right, I'm about to hit a month, so that means next month I need to lose like 30 pounds, nigga. Like, yes,
right.
Like I'm just waiting for this fucking whoosh that everybody talks about. I'm gonna keep trying to be patient and just, I don't know, maybe month 2 or 3. I hope it's before August, but who knows? It might not be, but
they say the whoosh is like, oh, you know, after the 6th week. Like I said, I started April 15th. So I'm past the 6-week mark. I'm
you
just
like, where's my whoosh, bitch?
I'm waiting for the whoosh.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start actually doing measurements because I'm the type of person where I look at myself in the mirror and at pictures. And even now when I know visually that I've lost weight, I can see it. I still be like, oh, you's a fat bitch. Like I did this time lapse video with me and my daughter. We were doing yoga together, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be a cute little video, like how you do the time lapse and it's fast or whatever. That shit is still in my camera roll because I said, bitch, is this how you look after losing? You got a long fucking way to go, man. I'm like, get
That's how
the
I
fuck
feel.
together. I was looking like a big ass chunky monkey, and I'm like, yeah, no, I got work to do. So I just want to stay motivated, and I need to take myself to, because I know, like, I can look at myself, I can look at my arms, I can look at my belly, and I know that I've like come down, even with clothes and stuff, like stuff that I be wearing around the house, like they hella loose. Like, so I see it, but when I get on the scale, this is not being nice to me. But anyway, that was a long ass good. Bad. Oh yeah. School is ending this week, which is like a hey. But a bitch needs a game plan, okay? Because she's busy from the time that she wakes up till like afternoon hours, and then once she's done with schoolwork, then she's able to, you know, watch whatever she wants on her TV or mainly play her video games with her friends. I think sis might think that starting next week, as soon as she wakes up, it's game all day. She hasn't had a summer in years where she's at home all summer. She's usually in a summer camp. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There's no fucking summer camp thanks to COVID-19. So I am the fucking summer camp. And I have been starting Pinterest boards and starting to buy art supplies and all type of things because I'm going to have at least one activity a day that sis needs to do. Some of it's going to be educational. Some of it's going to be arts and crafts. I might get the bitch to start baking. Something's going to happen, but she's not going to be on that game all goddamn day. Because yeah, like I don't like it. I've even seen that her being on the game, she's starting to take a lot of traits from her friends, and I'm not feeling it. Like yeah, I just need her to relax. I need her to do some other things besides play Roblox, Minecraft, and all these other games. Not Minecraft, what is it called? Yeah, I don't know, the other shit that she
I
plays
need to
all
go
the time.
on Pinterest for 13-year-olds then, because
It's gonna be harder for you because she's gonna be on her phone.
On her phone.
Mm-hmm.
She has a when school was school, I put a block on her phone so she couldn't use it after like 10.
Mm-hmm.
But I increased it because I was like, I wasn't pressing her out about getting up early.
Right.
To do schoolwork because she's got everything done.
Right. So it's like when you get it done on your time, but get it done.
Right. Because trying to be understanding. But every other day, she's like, can you increase my time? Bitch, no.
Like, I just did. What do you mean?
So she was like, school is over. And that doesn't mean that you need to be up all night on your phone. You're still going to go to sleep.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Rest. Right.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do because she really thinks she's going to be on her phone all night and then sleep until 1 and then do it again. And
yeah, it's not going to happen. The good thing with my daughter is that even though it's kind of uncertain of the 100% logistics, like cheer stuff is starting to get into gear. So she's like almost every other day. It's like Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. She does virtual strength, flexibility, and conditioning classes via Zoom and stuff. And so that keeps her busy and keeps her in shape. And then starting in July, her actual team will be having like certain days they have like Zoom practices. Some of them is like for certain like different activities. So she'll have a couple of Zooms and stuff to do to keep her fucking busy and be active with cheer stuff. But I think between that and me throwing in like some educational stuff and some artsy crafty shit, like we're gonna make it work. It's that 3-year-old that I just don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with him because he's gonna be like arts and craft my ass. Like I'm turning the fuck up. He's probably gonna even mess up the shit that I'm doing with her. So I don't know. Listeners, if you have any suggestions for a rambunctious, that's a nice way to say it, 3-year-old, please inbox me and let me know because he's about to get hung out of the fucking balcony by his pinky toe. That's what's about to happen.
That's amazing.
Oh, okay. I can send him your way. Release. I would like to release you people that I get it. States are slowly starting to open. I get it. The coronavirus hasn't gone away, guys. Shh. Don't tell me. It's not gone though. I understand we're fighting for justice and it's a lot going on. But guess what? Coronavirus is still here. Don't listen to your suck ass president and it's like, we gotta open this shit up. They were just yelling at us and calling us fucking dumb coons for like coming outside. And now they're calling us dumbass coons for wanting to stay in the house. Stay your asses home. People are still dying. You want to know why the numbers are going down? Because it was that little month where we was actually listening and shit. So numbers are starting to go down. But honey,
in a few weeks,
nail salons are opening. Hairdressers are opening, and people that are not taking the right fucking precautions, you're going to be these numbers that are increasing. My fucking nail tech, because our county went into phase 1 or 2. I don't know what the fucking phases are, but they started opening up more stuff this weekend that just passed. This bitch texts me at 11:50 on a Friday night. I know, usually be popping. I was asleep. And was like, hey, just want to know. Well, she did say, she said, sorry for the late text. Bitch, you're not my friend. Like, unless you're my fucking friend, I don't know why you would be texting me this late at night.
Late.
Like, you're fucking wilding. So, sorry for the late text. Just want to see if you want to make an appointment for tomorrow to get your nails done. We're open. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all will not see me for a good fucking minute. I have purchased a UV light. I have purchased OPI gel polish. And it's over for you bitches. Like, it is fucking over for you bitches. Like, what are you talking about? Y'all will not see me. I just bought one of the foot massage spa thingies. It's about to be over for you for the feet. Like, it's about to be a fucking wrap. Don't call me because I'm about to get these toes done this fucking week. I'm about to bang this shit out. I'm about to be looking lit. all I need to do now is figure out my hair, and you bitches will not see me at all. I will not leave the house. Like, y'all are wildin'. But I just want you guys to be smart. I'm not saying don't leave the house, because sis has to leave the house a lot between grocery stores, going places for my parents. So I'm not saying that I haven't left the house at all. I'm just saying be smart, wear a mask, limit how much you're going outside. And if you are going to get your hair, your nails done, or you're going to the store, just be safe and like don't do it in excess. Niggas is like about to fucking go to the club and shit. Like niggas is ready.
Listen, today on my walk, it was some people at this bar, and I was just like, oh wow, y'all really in this bitch. You know, my tall friend, he believes this whole thing is a hoax because he doesn't personally know anyone that's
I know
been
real
affected.
people that have died. So even if there's no coronavirus, something is killing people. So something is real, because people, these everyday people, are not pretending they're deaths and they're not on the island with Jeffrey. So they are actually dying, and something is killing them. And it's not pre-existing conditions. There are people that have gone into the hospital that did not have coronavirus and end up catching it in the hospital and dying. Something is fucking going to fuck on. So if it ain't coronavirus, it's alien virus. It's something. Something's killing niggas. Call it what you want.
I am, like I said, I am getting my hair done because.
But I trust that you're intelligent. I trust that you're going to have the proper precautions and have the trust in your beautician that she's going to do what she needs to do to keep you safe. I'm talking about these little other motherfuckers.
And I already told you, the salon is not like one of them salons with, it's just going to be me and her. It's
right. It ain't like, it's like, okay, it's going to be like 10 stylists and then like 2 people washing hair and then like, that's too much. Like even the place that I go to get my hair done, they open and they had to change their policy because they don't do appointments normally. It's just like you walk in and then you get service, but they had to go to making appointments. And guess what? Sis still ain't going, because I am letting the first batch of people go everywhere. Just go, frolic, have fun. I'll wait a couple weeks. Let's see how these numbers go, and then we'll go from there. But I'm not like, even like a lot of these restaurants and bars, like you said, they're opening up the outdoor seating. I am good. I will still do my online pickup and eat it in my home.
In Virginia, they're going indoors.
Nah, I can't do it, because I feel like, what are you cleaning with? What are you disinfecting with? How do I know that the person before me that was sitting at this table didn't have coronavirus, or the person that was eating on this fork don't have coronavirus? Do you even know how to properly sanitize and clean something so it has no traces of the virus on it? You can't answer these questions, then I'm not fucking eating at your establishment. I will be eating off these fucking plates, paper plates and forks that are in my home. It's like, no, like, I don't trust it. I'm scary, and I would rather be safe than sorry.
It's certain places down here where they're like, it's this one chef that she used to have a food truck at the Walmart down the street. She had really good food, so I was like, damn, I want to see if she got something that's keto friendly. Well, she was posting how she was gonna be chefing it up at this club for brunch on this past Sunday. So I was like, what? Y'all doing brunch?
A club?
Then when I was doing one of my walks, I walked past this one restaurant. They had a sign up that said, oh, now dine in is now available. But it's crazy because I saw that. But then today when I walked past Tropical Smoothie, they're taking your order at the door. Like they got a whole setup. You can't even come in. Right. So it's just like, it's crazy to see how different everybody is. And it's just like, well, I get it. Tropical Smoothie is a bigger corporation.
So they probably had their rules from corporate. Like, we don't give a fuck what state you in. This is our policies. We keeping our niggas safe. Where other people are like, we need to make these fucking coins open up, let these niggas in and take their orders. So
like when I went in Target today, I went through the self-checkout, and between everybody, they have somebody that has to clean everything down between every single person that uses that self-checkout scan.
Yeah. When I went to Trader Joe's, that was the first store that I had to go in where they actually counted how many people were coming in. And maybe it's because it's a smaller one, and like it's literally a man that's out there that takes your cart and wipes that motherfucker down As soon as you leave out that store, he's like, "Let me gather it, thank you," and he infects
That's
the
a
shit. And
Trader
then like they
Joe's
have a
thing because they
whole
do that here
section.
too.
Yeah, and I was like, wow. And then like they have like the little line, and then they have like the designators like, all right, 6 feet apart, niggas. Like, don't be up on a nigga's back and shit. So that was the first place that I went to that actually like had a lot of stuff like in place. Like I went to Michael's. They open businesses, which I still don't understand how they're essential. Still don't. They're just open. They don't give a fuck how many niggas is in that bitch. Ain't nobody at the front. Ain't nobody. I think they do have a section where like you put the old carts, and then somebody eventually gets to them to wipe them down. So they have like the clean carts, but like there's no like, I don't know, like they have like a little section for you to get in line, and they're like, all right, you're right here, but it's no,
Right.
it don't seem like anybody's in that motherfucker like enforcing any type of shit. So when I gotta go in there, it's in and out. We gotta get the fucking don't touch too much shit. And bitch, when you get in the car, sanitize and get it popping. Cause these niggas,
Right.
I keep sanitizer on the ready at all times. Like, I don't have time. I can't bring it back to my family. So I try to be responsible when my ass do have to leave the house. And then my parents, they definitely can't catch that shit. They got all the pre-existing conditions. So I don't need to take nothing to their goddamn house. And they so ready to get the fuck out the house. It's crazy. They're like, bring the kids. I'm like, no, a whole house full of at-risk people. No, I'm good. Keep y'all separate for a little bit longer. But that's it. That's all my good bad release.
Well, you guys, I hope y'all stay safe, stay woke, stay informed.
All of that.
Stay involved.
Just stay.
But stay y'all ass in the house.
Stay, yes.
It's not that serious.
It's not. It's nothing going on that y'all missing out on that's worth you getting sick, making someone else sick, or you losing your life. It's not that serious. Like nobody, it's not that popping. I mean, if we were out, then I would understand. Like, you might want to come out because we out here, nigga. But we're not out here. Like, no clubs are open, no day parties, no restaurant that you can't get pick up from. Huh?
Clubs are open.
But it's not a lot of niggas gonna be there.
That part.
Like, unless it's like an open air joint like Mochella, like
y'all some super thirsty niggas if y'all already at the club. It's just not, I don't know. Be blessed.
I can listen to that music at home and this is another thing, and I don't know if I said it on a previous podcast. After being in quarantine, I'm not going to want to buy a fucking drink anywhere at any fucking restaurant. I'm not going to want to pay fucking $15 and up on a fucking drink that's watered down when I can take my punk ass home and make that shit lit as fuck. Stronger than what the fuck you're gonna give me, and way more worth my goddamn money.
Especially now that we on keto and we have to improvise with all the shit that we can eat or drink anyway.
Shit out here. Like, no, I'm not paying all this money for you to give me some special cocktail when I can go right in the house and whip up some good shit that's right in my macros. Like, no, I'm not. So I am going to stay home and be a hermit, whatever they're called. I think that's two different words and they are two different things. But whatever the fuck they are, I'm going to be them. She is them. A whole me. Anyway, thank y'all for fucking tuning in. I know y'all missed y'all. Y'all missed us. We missed y'all. It was a whole bunch of missing going on. But we're here. Hopefully we'll be back.
Stop saying that.
Gotta keep on their toes, honey. You just can't be. You just gotta be on the lookout. Be on the ready. You just never know when we're gonna drop some shit. You just don't know. But you know the deal. Go ahead, if you haven't already, go ahead and follow us on Instagram at the Chatty Patties, and on Twitter. I promise we're going to try to do our best to post a little bit more. Sis, it's been a lot. So sis and sir, because it's not all sisters listening. Sisters and sirs. It's been a lot. So we're going to try to do a little bit better with posting and engaging with you guys. So we got a link on our Instagram, a little link tree, and it has links to everywhere we're streaming, just in case you forgot. It has everywhere we're going to be, and it has our website that has the embedded episodes as well. I'm gonna check it. It should be updated. It should have all the episodes on there. But thanks for tuning in, and like Shay said, be safe, and we'll holla.
Bye.
Bye.